there. Today I'm going to review several factors to consider when selling a home. Some of the topics we'll discuss include how to price your home properly to sell, preparations prior to placing your home on the market, and then we'll also discuss marketing strategy to get your house sold, attracting buyers, and then we'll talk about the contract to closing transaction phase and much more. I'm Kelsey Mansray, your local real estate agent in the Mid-South, Memphis, Tennessee. Typically when meeting with homeowners, I like to begin the consultation by discussing your home selling goals and what's important to you about them, and also find out what we're looking to accomplish. Our ultimate goal is to price your home to get all of the qualified buyers possible to your residence that are ready, able, and willing to buy your property. So on this particular slide, we're going to talk about the pricing strategy further. In preparing for the on-site appointment, I will complete a thorough CMA, which is also known as a comparative market evaluation. But basically, I like to review it in three parts and keep it simple for you. The first part is active listings. This is what I call dreamland. This is your competition and what people want to get in pricing for their homes. Yet we really don't know what the property is going to sell at. So that's why we call it dreamland. The second part is expired listings, or what I call never ever limbo land. Well, basically these owners of houses try to sell their property, yet something went wrong and those houses left the market with their houses unsold. And you want to get your house sold for top dollar within a certain time frame and through a smooth transaction. Let's talk about being in reality, and that's the other category here, because it tells us what homes are actually selling in your area at the right price and right preparation. And this is how we accomplish both of our goals and building demand in reality. So let's consider further which category you'd like to be in. Would you like to be in the active listings area, the limbo land, dreamland, or reality? So let's move forward and talk about preparation for home selling. Keep in mind that the condition can dramatically affect the price of the property that it's sold at. It's better to complete repairs before placing your property on the market so you have better negotiating power instead of waiting until the buyer demands repairs and they specify exactly how they want the repairs done, potentially who they like the repairs to be done by, and then we complete those repairs as sellers just to get the deal done. So we either need to add value at the beginning or lower the price at the beginning to be proactive and to compete against other houses in the market in the area. So consider whether you're going to complete any repairs and what those repairs might be for your property. And now we're going to discuss preparing your home to sell. So now you're the homeowner and you've considered your goals earlier. Hopefully you chose reality. And looking at what the market is telling us, where do you think we should price your home so you can receive top dollar, while also making it attractive to buyers and get your house ultimately sold? This screen here is another way to evaluate your pricing, your expectations of when and if we sell the place. If we price it properly, we will sell your property in a timely manner. And also we want to make sure that we're matching the buyer's expectations and demands also, which means we price the property accurately. So now moving on and preparing for our appointment, I'll complete a thorough CMA or comparative market evaluation. We will utilize the CMA research to determine the value first, because the buyers will see it, and then the appraiser. Of course, you obviously know why that's important. Just a refresher, the lender is going to hire an appraiser to determine the value of your home based on what others are buying and paying in the area. In order for the buyer to obtain the loan, the appraiser has to provide his evaluation to the lender on what your property is worth and also determine a reasonable amount to lend the buyer. Properties sell based on several factors: location, condition, amenities, and obviously price, right? We'll compare the square footage, some of the amenities, some of the features like the countertops, is there fresh paint in the property? So we're going to compare and look at all those things and see what's the best benchmark and predictor of what your house might sell for in the current market. So there's just some of the things to keep in mind. We'll provide you with a net sheet so that you can have that to compare or look at what you would possibly net, what you would get at the closing table and walk out the door with. Let's talk a bit about number one of working with me and alongside with the Mara Group team. One benefit of working with me, like a surgeon, I'm going to determine the best approach to sell your place for the most money. And my previous vocation and my college degrees are in marketing, so we can also discuss some tactics to drive greater attention to your place. These are basically the 3 steps to promoting your property with me and my team, the Mara Group. With step 1, within 48 hours, we'll complete the paperwork. Within 4 days, we'll make sure that that's done. And basically, the paperwork will indicate how we'll work together, you and I, to selling your home. And I'll also need your help with staging the property. And we'll talk about that later in the presentation here today online. We're going to stage the property, and you can do it yourself by simply making the place look immaculate, minimizing the amount of your personal items, including photos, just so that prospective buyers can imagine themselves living there. Also, if you'd like support with staging your property, I can help by directing you to several resources who can manage the staging process for you. We're going to also, with step 3, start promoting your place. This will include having a professional photographer snap photos for you and install a key box and yard sign in your front yard. So be certain to have another set of keys ready for the photographer when he comes to your place. We're going to place your property on the online MLS realtor database, and also include the photography across the internet and social media, etc. So that kind of gives you a really great summary of what we'll do to promote your home. So here we're going to talk about a little about how the Mara Group stacks up against the Memphis market realtors. Bottom line, basically we sell more houses faster and at 98% or above the list price. That's another strong reason to work with me. And then moving right along to promotions, you've already received our marketing plan pre-listing packet via email, and you know our marketing plan at the Mara Group is top notch. And in today's society, buyers are more educated on the real estate process because of the internet, and they know when a property is also overpriced. So another benefit of working with me is the marketing part. And I'm going to promote your place on the MLS, online, and in social media. So let's now segue into discussing how to promote your home with the MLS. Do you know how the MLS works? Well, basically, there are 3,000 real estate websites, and realistically, a buyer and buyer's agent will not likely review all of those 3,000 real estate websites online to find that one client their perfect home. That's where the multiple listing service database, or also called the MLS, comes into play. The MLS is the most feasible option to finding and selling real estate homes. The MLS database lists the majority of houses for sale that's on the market, and agents aren't searching on Zillow or Trulia for our clients. We're looking at homes on the MLS. So that's another benefit of working with a realtor in general. However, if you desire a marketing savvy agent like myself, I have a marketing degree and MBA degree, and no one is going to promote your home better than me. So now we're going to segue and talk about targeting realtors. 96% of property transactions are handled amongst realtors. So that's also where I'll focus my marketing through the MLS, also known as the realtor database, to reach other realtors with their clients. So that's the most productive way to expedite the process and get your property sold quickly. This slide just basically reiterates who we need to reach first and why. And it tells a little bit here about what the multiple listing service is. But I also want to mention the biggest differentiator between me at the Mara Group and another agent, besides my marketing prowess. When people are searching for houses online, they typically skim through the websites despite what mediums people are looking at. They are going to see high quality photography and become attracted to your home. And so that's very important. We'll consult with you on how to stage and prepare your house to sell so you can increase your chances of selling faster and generate more money for your property. That's another benefit of working with me. We'll pre-inspect the place for repairs needed and most definitely explain why. We'll consult with you about staging your place, and we'll have a professional photographer come out to your place and install the key box and yard sign while they're there. Then we'll also promote your place online. So that kind of gives you a great idea of what to anticipate for promoting and selling your property. Next, I like to cover building an online presence. Your house will be featured on all of those 3,000 or more websites we spoke of earlier, so you can obtain maximum online exposure and impressions from prospective home buyers. We talked a little bit about some marketing tactics. We're going to talk about video tours we can possibly do via the Zillow Premier Agent app, and by doing so, doing a video tour will populate your house to the top of online searches so you can get more exposure. Just note I typically won't do open houses for the 10 neighbors to come by and get decorating ideas. I'm more concerned about increasing visibility online through the paid advertising we do. So here's a sample Facebook post of a house I recently listed and sold in Oakland, Tennessee. Several of the Morrow Group agents also reposted this. Several agents on my team, we like to support each other. And the Morrow Group also posted this property for sale alert on the team-wide Facebook page. So you'll get a lot of exposure there. And I also called and emailed over 80 neighbors around the area to spread the word so they could help choose their neighbor. Here's a flyer that I provided them with, and it's a sample flyer. We got this lovely house sold in Oakland within a week. Another benefit of working with me and my team is convenience. We will be handling the deal from start to finish with utmost care. That includes filtering leads and also informing you of the serious buyers who are cash buyers or pre-approved for a loan. Secondly, I'll negotiate and manage the process for you. We handle negotiating homes every day. So that's one benefit of smoothly managing the transaction process for you. And then also when needed, we'll work with the buyer's realtor to keep the deal together. Primarily when the buyer's financing falls through, we also have our own selected or preferred office vendors that we work with to make sure that we can move the deal forward. We'll honor our commitment in communication by reaching out to you weekly about the progress of the sale of your house. And even though I'm meeting with you right now via this video, I will keep selling your house to prospective buyers. And you might ask, how can I possibly do that? Well, through technology. People can consistently schedule appointments to tour your place through a buyer real estate agent, which is also an added benefit when you think about safety. And this is all powered through my firm's systems, which includes the in-office administration, transaction, and marketing team of coordinators. And my hope is that you have a good journey getting to home ownership or your final destination. I'm here in the Memphis Mid-South and surrounding areas. And my hope is because you had a good experience, you would want someone else to have a good realtor by their side, holding their hands, guiding them through the process. Someone that's genuine, that's passionate about customer service and hospitality, being a native Memphian and Southern gal and growing up here and desiring to help other people. With that said, the lifeblood of my business is referrals. And that's how I'm able to keep doing what I'm doing. That's how I'm able to move forward. That's how I'm able to provide for my little kid who's 6 years old, and he enjoys attending STEAM activities, learning about science and technology and engineering. And like a lot of you, I get to learn about your families and what your kids enjoy to do too. So with that said, if you could, help me by letting me know, who that needs my help, that needs to know about the real estate market, that needs to know about certain neighborhoods that's looking to move soon. Who do you know that's looking to move? It could be a team member at your job. You may have friends or family members that are looking to get a divorce soon and they need to sell and or buy. Who do you know at church that's, building upon their family or that's graduating and they need to move? Who do you know on Facebook or Twitter that mentioned that, they're tired of renting? or they're looking to move, or they're upsizing or downsizing because they have an empty nester, for instance, or they're upsizing because they want to move to a new school district. Maybe you're in graduate school, maybe you're in undergrad, maybe you're looking for a place that's closer to the university yourself. Either way, I'm here to help. I'm a native Memphian. I love Memphis. I've been here my entire life and grown up here, and I'm looking to raise my own child here. And I look forward to working with whomever you send my way. So thank you so much. I appreciate your consideration. Hopefully I can work with you on your transaction and work with you in the future when you look to sell or buy, and work with your friends and family. All right, well, you have a great day, and thank you again for listening to the videos.